If I told you a single petal from a lily could push a healthy cat into kidney failure by morning, would you believe me? It's true, and what makes it scary is how ordinary the danger looks. The biggest threats to cats aren't exotic poisons, they're the foods and flowers already sitting on American counters and coffee tables. So here's the straight, no drama guide to what actually harms cats, why it happens, and the easiest swaps that keep your home safe without turning your life upside down. Start with the flavor bombs we love: onions, garlic, chives. The entire allium family can damage a cat's red blood cells and lead to dangerous anemia. And it doesn't matter if they're raw, cooked, dehydrated, or powdered. That sprinkle of onion powder in gravy, the garlic on a rotisserie chicken, the leftover stir-fry that seems harmless for a cat. It's a hard no. Signs can be subtle at first. Your cat seems weak, unusually tired, or their gums look pale. The fix is simple: keep people food seasoned for people, and never share anything aromatized with onions or garlic. Chocolate isn't just a dog problem. The theobromine and caffeine in chocolate, especially dark and baked chocolate, can overstimulate a cat's heart and nervous system. Add coffee grounds, tea bags, and energy drinks to that same nope list. Store baking supplies up high and tightly sealed, and sweep up crumbs before anyone gets curious. Cats don't need to ingest much for it to matter. Then there's the mystery group: grapes and raisins. We still don't know precisely why they cause kidney failure in some pets, but we do know the consequences can be severe. So the safest policy for cats is zero tolerance. And while xylitol is infamous for being life-threatening to dogs, modern pantries tuck it into sugar-free gum, protein bars, dental products, and syrups. With cats, we play it safe. If xylitol is on the label, it doesn't belong anywhere a cat might sample. Alcohol is obvious, but here's the sneaky version most people miss: raw bread dough. In a warm stomach, yeast keeps fermenting. The dough expands like a rising loaf, and alcohol enters the bloodstream. What starts as a funny kitchen theft can turn into a painful, dangerous emergency. Proof dough in the oven with the light on or in a closed microwave, and shut the kitchen down to feline sous chefs until baking is over. Bones feels natural, but nature isn't always kind of indoors. Cooked bones splinter, raw bones can lodge, tear, or block the gut. The fatty scraps attached to those bones also primed the pancreas for trouble. There isn't a tidy, the at-home version of a little bone for the cat that ends well. If you want a safe crunch, use cat-specific dental treats that carry a veterinary dental seal. They're designed to do the job without shredding the stomach. Raw food trends deserve a clear-eyed look when cats are involved. Raw meat can carry pathogens that put both pets and people at risk. Raw eggs can harbor salmonella, and the whites contain avidin, which interferes with biotin absorption. Raw fish adds another twist: thiaminase, an enzyme that destroys vitamin B1, can set the stage for neurological problems if fed routinely. Cats absolutely can thrive on meat, but the safest way to deliver it is in a cooked, complete, and balanced diet formulated for felines, not by sharing raw kitchen trimmings. Even single ingredient obsessions can backfire. Cats love the taste of liver, but too much, too often can overload vitamin A and literally change how bones form over time, causing stiffness and pain. Variety isn't just enrichment, it's insurance. Rotate treats, keep portions small, and think long game. About dairy, time to retire the myth. The classic saucer of milk is a shortcut to diarrhea for most adult cats, who naturally lose the enzyme that digests lactose after kittenhood. Cheese and ice cream don't get a pass, they're just smaller portions with extra fat and sugar. If your cat is obsessed with the smell, a thimble of lactose-free, cat-formulated milk as a rare treat is fine. But it's not nutrition, and it's certainly not dinner. Holidays amplify the risks. Stuffing, gravy, and green bean casseroles are allium landmines. Rich trimmings are rough on feline stomachs. Breads and pies mean proofing dough and battered bowls within paw's reach. The fix isn't to police your guests, it's to manage the environment. Set up a cozy room with toys and their regular meals. Close the door. and let them rejoin after the buffet disappears. Now, plants. True lilies. Easter tiger, daylily. Stargazers are catastrophically dangerous to cats. A dusting of pollen, a sip of vase water, a nibble of leaf, that's enough to trigger acute kidney failure. If lilies come into the house, treat it like a fire alarm. Move the flowers out, move the cat away, and call your veterinarian right away. Peace lilies aren't true lilies, but they can still irritate the mouth and stomach. When in doubt, pick cat-safe options verified by a trusted plant toxicity list and place bouquets where paws and whiskers can't reach. So what can you share? The safest routine is blissfully boring, a complete, off-go balanced cat diet. Measured portions, fresh water, and occasional cat-specific treats. If you're going to share people food, make it tiny, plain, and fully cooked. No seasonings, no bones, no batter, no dairy. A flake or two of cooked salmon as a rare accent is fine. A tuna-only habit is not a complete diet. And when you cook for yourself, use one mental rule for anything a cat might sneak. No salt, no spices, no onions, no garlic. If something goes wrong, if a vase of lilies tips, the garlicky pan drippings vanished, or a cat licks brownie batter, don't wait for symptoms. Call your veterinarian or the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center at 888-426-4435 for real-time guidance. Early action turns disasters into close calls, and you'll never regret moving fast. In the end, protecting cats isn't about fear, it's about habits. Keep onions out of leftovers they might sample. Proof dough where they can't help. Swapping the milk saucer for their actual dinner. Replace a lily bouquet with a cat-safe arrangement. These are small changes that add up to a longer, easier life for the tiny tiger who meets you at the door and makes your house feel like home.